Football is cruel. Sometimes, no matter how talented you are, the game just doesn't go the way you dreamt it. Two young Liverpool stars, Harvey Elliott and Stefan Bajcetic, once seen as the future of Anfield, now find themselves fighting for form, fitness and relevance far away from the Cop. Elliott's nightmare loan at Aston Villa has left him on the fringes of both club and country, and Bajcetic, once hailed as Liverpool's next great midfielder, faces an uncertain road back after injury heartbreak. This is the story of promise, pressure and painful reality, and what their journeys reveal about Liverpool's next generation in the post-Klopp era. It was never meant to happen like this. Harvey Elliott didn't want to leave Liverpool, not even temporarily, not even for more minutes. For a player who came through Fulham's ranks and joined the Reds as a teenager, Liverpool wasn't just an opportunity, it was home. Under Jurgen Klopp, he was part of the plan. 2 consecutive seasons with over 30 Premier League appearances, moments of magic, goals, assists, and most importantly, belief from the manager. But when Arne Slot arrived at Anfield in 2024, the atmosphere changed. Elliott wasn't dropped, but he wasn't trusted either. He was used sparingly, mostly from the bench. And as Liverpool's new system evolved, the 22-year-old began to feel what every young player dreads: uncertainty. "If I had it my way, I'd be here for the rest of my career," he told the Anfield Wrap in the summer. "I love everything about the club, but I need to be selfish. I want to go to the World Cup. I have big ambitions." It was honest, mature, painful. With a World Cup around the corner and competition for midfield places growing, Elliott needed minutes, so he took a gamble, a loan move to Aston Villa. On paper, it looked perfect. Villa were on the rise under Unai Emery, playing attacking football, competing in Europe, and offering a stage for young talent to shine. But within weeks, it was clear this was no fairy tale. Since joining in the summer, Elliott has played just 167 minutes across all competitions, 1 Premier League start against his former club Fulham, and a handful of brief cameos. 5 appearances, no rhythm, no confidence. He didn't even make the squad for Villa's last 3 league games, and although he was ineligible against parent club Liverpool, it's telling that he wasn't even close to selection otherwise. And here's the twist: if he makes 10 appearances, Villa are obliged to buy him for £30 million. He's currently on 5, and the club doesn't look like it's planning to get anywhere near 10. According to The Athletic, there's no recall clause, meaning Elliott is trapped in limbo. Liverpool can't bring him back early, and Villa aren't using him. A nightmare for any young player, especially one who wanted nothing more than to play football. Unai Emery addressed the issue bluntly. He is training well, and his commitment is fantastic. But some players are playing well as a number 10 Buendia, Rodgers, Barkley. It's only a tactical decision. That's the manager's public line. Privately, the situation feels more delicate. Mi Buendia's resurgence has been spectacular. 3 goals and 2 assists in 430 minutes. Morgan Rodgers has adapted brilliantly. Even Ross Barkley, reborn under Emery, has climbed above Elliott in the pecking order. For Harvey, that means watching from the sidelines. His dream of forcing his way into England's World Cup plans. Dead unless something miraculous happens in 2025. Football is full of sliding doors, moments. If Elliott had stayed at Liverpool, would he have played more? Maybe not much more, but he would have stayed in the rhythm, in the spotlight, in Arne Slot's mind. It's Villa out of sight has quickly become out of mind. It's not the first time this has happened. Talented young players eager for game time make logical moves that turn disastrous. Danny Drinkwater, Dele Alli, Donny van de Beek, names that echo a similar theme. But for Elliott, this hurts differently, because his numbers were good. Last season, he averaged a goal or assist every 111 minutes in the league, one of Liverpool's best records per minute. Yet somehow he found himself out of the frame. Arne Slot's system prizes positional discipline over spontaneity. Elliott's creativity and roaming instincts, once prized under Klopp, became tactical liabilities. The result? A player too adventurous for Slot, too peripheral for Emery. It's football's cruel middle ground, the space where potential meets politics. When England lifted the under-21 Euros, Harvey Elliott was supposed to be the next man up, a natural successor in the attacking midfield rotation. brimming with technical flair and self-belief. But while his teammate Alex Scott has climbed into the senior setup, Elliott has faded from contention entirely. The World Cup dream that drove his decision to leave Anfield now feels like a distant echo. Southgate's or Tuchel's current England setup demands rhythm, consistency, match sharpness. And without playing time, Elliott can't show any of that. It's a hard lesson, and a reminder that sometimes staying and fighting for your spot is better than chasing opportunities elsewhere. As one Liverpool insider reportedly told The Echo, Harvey didn't want to leave. He just wanted to feel needed. That, more than anything, might explain his struggles. While Elliott wrestles with the lack of minutes, another Liverpool prodigy faces a different kind of nightmare. One written in rehab rooms and recovery timelines, Stefan Bajcetic. The young Spaniard was hailed as Liverpool's best player by none other than Mohamed Salah in early 2023. Since he started playing for us, he has been our best player. Maybe, Salah said, beaming with pride. At just 18, Bajcetic was fearless breaking lines, dictating play, showing composure beyond his years. In a difficult 2022/23 season, he was the shining light, the rare player who looked ready for the next decade, but football, again, can be cruel. A hamstring injury in May 2024 changed everything. In Arne Slot's new Liverpool, energy and fitness became non-negotiable. The Dutchman arrived with fresh ideas, pressing intensity, compact shapes, modern midfield demands. For Bajcetic, coming off a serious injury, it was the worst timing imaginable. He needed to play, but there was no place for him to play at Anfield. So, in a bid to protect his development, Liverpool arranged a loan to Red Bull Salzburg, managed by a familiar face. Pep Lijnders, Klopp's trusted former assistant. It was a clever move. Salzburg's style mirrored Liverpool's fast, vertical, development-focused. Bajcetic started brightly. Minutes, confidence, rhythm. Then in January, Liverpool recalled him, only to send him again, this time to Las Palmas in Spain. The logic was sound: a technical league, a possession-based system, and a pathway to rediscover his identity. At his unveiling, Bajcetic said, "Las Palmas play good football and give chances to young players I want to grow here, to become better." And he did, for a while. Until May, when another cruel twist struck another hamstring injury, requiring surgery. This time the recovery would take much longer. By October, Liverpool U21's boss Rob Page revealed the bad news: there was no return date. Bajcetic could be out until 2026. For a player who had barely turned 21, that's a terrifying sentence. 2 lost years of development, 2 years of watching new signings leapfrog him. Yet, despite it all, Liverpool remain patient. Arne Slot said before his Salzburg loan, "He's a very talented player. He could become very important for us. Going on loan is smart. We want him playing, improving, then coming back ready." That patience, though, will be tested by time in football. Opportunities move fast and Liverpool's midfield is changing rapidly. Liverpool have always taken pride in developing youth. From Trent Alexander-Arnold to Curtis Jones, the academy has produced players capable of starring on the world stage. But Arne Slot's era demands more than talent. It demands tactical fit. In this new system, players must adapt to positional rotations, zone-based pressing, and rapid transitions. It's not just about flair, it's about function. For players like Elliott and Bajcetic, expressive, instinctive footballers, that adjustment has been difficult. Slot is building something modern, disciplined, and efficient. But in the process, he may risk losing some of the club's natural creativity. That's the trade-off of evolution. So what next for the 2 Anfield prospects? For Harvey Elliott, the short-term goal is simple: minutes. If he can't get them at Villa, a January move even abroad might be his lifeline. Liverpool won't cut the loan, but they'll monitor him closely. They still see a future for him, but not at the expense of his confidence. For Stefan Bajcetic, the goal is survival rehabilitation, patience, gradual reintroduction. In football, The path from promise to success is rarely straight. Harvey Elliott and Stefan Bajcetic are living proof of that. Both young, both gifted. Both hit by circumstance, one by selection, the other by injury. Yet their stories aren't finished. Liverpool's history is full of players who stumbled, then rose again. And under Arne Slot's evolving Anfield project, there's still room for redemption. Because if there's one thing that defines Liverpool from Shankly to Klopp to Slot, it's belief. Belief that no setback is permanent. Belief that talent, nurtured properly, always finds its way back to the Kop Elliott. And Bajcetic may be down, but don't count them out. Their story, like Liverpool's itself, is one of resilience. And in football, that's often what separates the forgotten from the unforgettable.